Okay, I always look at my pictures. I got a close up. See the lines in there? See how this is made? This made this easier to come apart. It really did. I just kept working it because this ferrule didn't really have a line in it. I put that line in there more than what it was. So when I put this back together, I'm really not going to worry about it. And here's where it goes in the wood. You can see where the line is. I took a picture in case you can't see it in the shadows. But see where the wood's cracked? Let's roll around it. It's cracked there. And it's got a nice big crack here. See that? There. Now you can see it. It gets dark down there. You wouldn't think it would, but it's the light bouncing off here that's making my camera dim down. All we have is model car glue. We're not going to go look for our wood glue, so that's what we're going for. Do not ask what colored handle is going to be, but I want it to look pretty, because no matter what model paint I use, clear coat will not rub off on your fingers. If you put model car paint on here, I don't care if you let it dry for a month, it's going to be gooey feeling on your fingers. We're going to put clear coat on it. And we've already showed you on our other builds that we have clear coat. Look, I even cleaned the bottle and put acetone in it. We went and bought 2 bottles of paint thinner. There's our brush cleaner. Clear coat. Here it is. We have a brush we only use for clear coat, and that is it, and we sop it on there thick. So, we've got the basics here, and then we got assortment of colors from doing model cars, plus we got our kit down there on the floor. But, let's get to work. First we're going to do is clean this up. We don't have our drill in here yet where we can spin this. We're going to go grab, we thought about grabbing our work sharpener with that belt. So you'll see that that's what I use. So let's get to work. We want this nice and shiny, then we'll work on this later. We want to do the bling first, and then this piece. We'll see if we can put it in the drill somehow. Okay, we'll be back. Real quick, show you what tools. Our new sandpaper. That's nice sandpaper. We use our sanding drum a little bit. That's pretty coarse. We went to the scrubby wheel. So this back part's scrubby wheel only. This part has the little emery stone. And I always say those are rubbery. And I put on kind of odd. See where it's a sharper angle out here? Kind of backwards from normally, just to get up to that edge. Back off, don't get too close. This is a piece of plastic model car stuff. I had it my drill to the battery run down and shaped it so I can stick this on there. So I can't use my drill, so I'm spinning that and using this. So anyway to get it done. Okay, I did take a picture of that. This says in Germany, if I didn't say it. Can you read it? If I can't save it, there'll be a photo at the end to prove that that's what it was. So back to work. Well, trying to change it. Okay, we're back. Okay, he says okay so much. Well, that's using a power tool now. I'm not kidding you. I've tried filtering it. That's using a power tool. I do not know what this paint is. I did put a mask on. I have my goggles on. You will not sand this by hand. See how it looked like it had facets, sides, facets like a diamond gemstone, but this ain't round. Look back up, it's not round. What do we do? We're just gonna sand it and get what we get. We're not gonna try to count that and bring them suck. It was like, it was in a hurry at the factory that day, put the sides on it, and they knew they was gonna paint it. And probably a new guy who wasn't really good at it yet. Just paint it. Yeah, I've got that filled with model car glue. And what sawdust I can get. It's mostly paint dust. Okay, we're going to try to get this crack filled in here. So I'm going to be painting this. You will never get stain on this wood. This wood is very, very hard. I mean, I've scratched and dig with my X-Acto knives to scrape that, and it will not scrape. It is tough, whatever that little piece of wood is. Okay, back to work. Well, we're going to try to stain it with some of our, whatever, what do we call that stuff? Dark cherry stain, whatever. I can't remember. I had to find a can and I don't know where it is because I've got just a small bottle full. So I'm glad I filled bottles like this. You ain't gonna get that out of there, that block. I mean, look at it down here where I never touched it. You know, see how it almost looks like the wood's burnt? It's almost like tar. It is nasty. There's how I whittled that to put that over there. And I polished with that. Okay, I have two of them. I took a soft one. Did not work, so that is more abrasive. It's darker. I did take a picture of it when I looked in where it says Germany. And I went up and down this. That line's all different directions. So it may get blitzed. Just to see how shiny I can get it. I'll do it while it's on here though. I won't do it near the wood. Whatever had for facets, they're gone. And I had the sandpaper wrapped around it because it's not round. It'll be whatever what we make this into. It may be sharpened on one side like a little sharp tool like this. So you got a knife edge, plus on the very point, and then I can dig with it. So it's not like an awl. It's not like an X-Acto blade. It'll still be kind of like a scraper or whatever. Because I straightened it out. I just grabbed whatever and pounded on the anvil. And it was bent a little bit. So here we go. Let's put some stain and see what happens. Okay, we let a whole bunch of stain sit on here for about an hour and a half. I know it wasn't 2 hours. Then wiped it all down. That's what's left. Now we're going to clear coat it. So let's clear coat it. And then we'll bring it back when it's all dried and shiny. Okay, if we can focus. It's kind of a neat pattern in the wood. See that pattern, and we'll flip it around. Got the same over there. The cracks there, I did fill it in. I tried putting some sawdust in there. What I like about this clear is after it's cured for a few days, I mean, it's been a half hour, you can touch it. Is you can just rub it with a paper napkin and you can buff it and it'll make it smoother because it's kind of rough. You know, just slapped on with a brush. Let's put it together. We're going to put a small amount of epoxy to hold that ferrule on. And we got a toothpick to do it with, so it'll be a very small amount. And here's our blade. Can you tell that it's kind of shaped like a kitchen knife? Let's find the top. Let's get it focused. See? It's kind of like a kitchen knife that you sharpen. See that? There's the sharp edge. And it goes clear around the tip, so you can scrape out stuff. Clean out carburetors. On a model car, it might be digging in something. I suppose you could take a screw out if you had to, but yeah, that's a nice tool. I used to make these on a welding wire. Oh, it's nice having you clean out a carburetor. Oh, car or a lawnmower. You can get down there and scrape more stuff with this. Was that because you got an edge clear on the very tip? And the way it's made is, you go down inside something, round, hollow like a piece of pipe, and this will stick a little bit past the shank. See that? So you got room. You can actually dig. You go through wood and scrape and dig. I think you know what I mean. If it would stay focused. I'll try to get a really good close-up picture of that. Let's just get it together and we are done with this project. And we are done. It's a little bit crooked. If I would have noticed, I probably could have straightened it. I don't know what to do because it ain't the shank that's crooked. It's how it goes in the wood. So you could have maybe bent the shaft. But this stuff is pretty good steel. When I was sanding it with my drum sander, you could see those sparks. You know when your good tools do, you see the spark and then when it comes up, it still fires at the end. I think you know what I mean. It sparks and it goes off the very end of it. That's really good quality steel. And I never got a hot grinding it. So, really good steel. But it's a nice tool. Instead of a pokey thing, it's a digging, scratching, whatever thing. You always use it to clean the wax out of your ears. No, kids, don't do that. I'm just, don't take me seriously. I shouldn't even have said that. That's the stuff I use to glue that ferrule on there. There's just a small amount. And I did take a picture where you can see Germany on it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Look for all the pictures at the end.